Guys, happy New Year's. Today is Thursday. Didn't do a brew review last night. Actually, I had some special guests. John and Gary from Huber Concepts, John Huber, and his assistant Gary were up here and had a pretty good time. I'm not getting any younger, and I honestly can't remember the last time that me and Christine were actually awake at midnight on New Year's Eve. But she actually made it till 12:30 last night. But yeah, we made it much later, so there was no brew review. But John was here, so that means I now can show you the giveaway rifle complete. Probably Saturday or maybe Sunday I'm going to do the final update, and that's going to give everybody 1 week, and then we're going to have to pick a winner. But alright, let me just give you well, here, let me show you that muzzle brake. That is the brand new 3/4 inch Huber Concepts muzzle brake. You get an opportunity to spend any time with John Huber, and you understand that everything is created off of math and physics. There's a reason that this looks like this, there's a reason that it looks like that, and there's a reason for the way it works. Of all the things I've ever used, and I know the comments, I've had a few people, maybe you just can't get into it because it's square, because we're used to seeing round muzzle devices. But personally, I absolutely love the way it ended up making the giveaway rifle look. The reason for delaying on putting up a final update for the giveaway is I'm hoping that the weather will play along enough that I can get out on Saturday and get some footage shooting this, and I'll pick something maybe that almost completely stock AR over there to bring, because it's, I think, the only one that has a actual just bird cage on it, and you can see the difference firing side by side, so you know where your money goes when you deal with Huber Concepts. It's just there's no ports across the top. I can't show you the one on the pistol. I'll probably be able to do that on Monday or Tuesday. He ended up grabbing a couple of the wrong ones, so I am putting one of these on my AR pistol, but I want to be able to get the chance to go out and shoot the two side by side. And the reason that I believe this is going to be a game changer, not only is it a game changer if you just want the ultimate muzzle device on the end of your rifle, but in comparison, there's no ports or anything on the top of these. So when you're shooting the AR style pistols, I just know that this is going to change the percussion bubble that you kind of get put in, especially with this one here, a 7.5 inch barrel. It just beats you up every single time you pull the trigger in a kind of a strangely good way. But this is going to make it completely different. So the rifle is now officially complete with all of the parts on it that are supposed to be on here. Got the of course, my boys at Teal Blue Bravo with the PDQ ambi release. Got the Odin Works XMR, the Geisel trigger, 3 pounds, Battle Arms development, ambi safety selector, the Battle Arms takedown pins, got the Troy flip up battle sights, Bravo Company ambi charging handle, this absolutely wicked Luth AR stock. And the Vortex. Granted, this thing has really kind of turned into, like I said, I'm probably, I don't know if I'm going to leave that on there, but put a section of the key mod rail on there just so I could see A, how that worked, and B, you know, when you put that scope on here, you definitely get a long range lethal looking rifle. But just thought I'd show you guys, that thing is just insanely wicked looking and very functional. And I also want to thank John and Gary, on top of the brake that they're going to be shipping up for the pistol. They both know how badly I want to build a 308, so John decided to get me my first part. This is just like the one that's on the Mosin, threaded for 308 rifle or barrels. So that will be going on a 308 build. What are we looking at today? Well, we're looking at 3rd Street Brewhouse, their 3-way pale ale, 5.2%. Let's see if anything critical on the side that you guys need to know. This is a sessionable pale ale. Unlike many others, not only distinct hops, alright, well, we'll see. Let's see, what should we open it with? Is that what's that, Travis? Travis do this one. Oh, sorry. Almost messed that all up. There you go. Well, let's see. It's got a decent color to it. It's definitely not crystal clear. It's got a little bit of head, fairly, moderately aggressive on the old pour. It smells good. Very light. Smells a little fruity. It definitely has a very nice smell to it. Oh, this is actually pretty good, considering I believe I went to bed. It's almost 4:40, 4:45, someplace in there, and Gary wanted to try several different apple cider brews. Maybe for the fun of it, I'll just pick the 3. I think, I don't know, maybe there isn't all of them left. Might throw it in at the end of some brew review, just a little sampling of what's left. I think one of them got knocked out, so there you go. Cheers, guys. Well, it starts off, it's got a fairly crisp and light, and as far as the mouthfeel goes, but it's a lot more dry and bitter. They don't have an IBU rating on there for this one either, but it definitely has a dry bitter. So if you like that dryness, and more on the dry, not really the bitter side, so you get a little bit of a citrus charge up front. I said just a little bit of a fruit like area, but it never really develops into any kind of a sweetness or really any particular, like, oh yeah, it's gonna be pineapple or it's gonna be orange or something like that. Just kind of stays secretive there in the background. Behind that is more of a dry area. Then it just kind of stays nice and smooth, and it ends on kind of a light mix of all the flavors that you kind of experience in that first half, with a bread and that light citrus, light kind of indistinct, kind of a fruit, smooth finish. No harshness, no extra bitterness or anything like that right at the end. But yeah, if this is one you're gonna go mobile on and come in and chug it down, you definitely notice that dryness kind of characteristic to it. Not like some where you're like, well, if I poured this in a cloth, would it come through the other side? Nothing quite like that. But definitely more than some as far as that level goes. Kind of has a drinkable side of kind of like a light IPA. Nothing's really overpowering, but it's got good flavors. It's consistent. It still has a kind of a neat characteristic as it kind of flows through the different flavors, and then just all ends on a nice kind of a recap of everything you've experienced with that bread or that biscuit end. So, where would I put Third Street Brewhouse's three-way pale ale on the E scale? And again, 5.2%. Yeah, this is pretty tasty. I mean, it's not like way up there in the E scale, but I still say that it's good. I'd probably, well, again, when you're standing in some of these mammoth craft areas, and even the place closest to me, not my favorite place, but still a pretty decent place, and that's the Super One Liquors. They are ever expanding and adding more stuff, and it always comes down to, if this is sitting next to, say, something from Bell's, like, you know, like the Two-Hearted Ale, for instance, would I get this at the same price? Probably not. But if this was, like, say, on sale or the only thing left over there, then very, very good. It's a very good beer, and I am going to give this a solid 8 on the E scale. So, if you see it, give it a try. And I know I've seen other things from, I think they have other things from 3rd Street, so I might have to venture into some more of those. As far as tomorrow,
I didn't plan ahead very well, so yeah.
Well, it's out front. It's a Friday. It's always nice to do like something that is going to be really good, but this may not be. Red Hook's Audible Ale. Fill your passion bucket with the ultimate crushable ale. Or is that cherishable? Oh, crushable. Sorry, it's like very, very small print. And my eye doctor said I should get bifocals, and then I shot him and I left. I kind of refusing to. 4.7% by volume. They are established in Seattle, and this one was bottled on September 3rd. So I don't know if that's good or not. A crushable ale brewed in collaboration with Dan Patrick from the Dan Patrick Show. Okay, well, I guess I never knew he knew anything about beer, but let's take a look at this tomorrow. Other than that, again, I want to thank everybody that has helped out to make the giveaway rifle possible. And I can honestly say that every single time we've done one of these, we've made, hands down, a very, very nice AR. But as far as declaring myself the winner and then just closing my channel down, yeah, I know Chuck's already signing up for that. Closing my channel down and just moving on and taking the rifle and running. This one is hands down my favorite of all of the ones that we have put together. Just the combination of the parts, everything that's gone into this has just been, you know, pretty much over the top, and the end result is awesome. And even though the one guy was being a smart ass, absolutely right in saying that with this setup, even though I've had several people say that, and now I'm drawing a blank on his name, Michalek? Gary? Is it Gary Michalek? Uses something that looks rather like this for his 3-gun, and it's a red dot and not a scope. So it comes down to, I guess, what you want. Me personally, the scope that's on the 22, that crossfire, that would be an awesome addition to something like this. Still completely usable at you know, 10 to 25 yards in the up close, and going all the way out to, you know, 300 to 600 yards. So, but so thankful for John and Gary to take the time out to actually come up here and spend New Year's Eve with me and Christine and Samantha. We all went out to dinner and had some drinks, and then came back here and waited for the ball to drop. And while we waited, we drank more. Except for John. John doesn't drink anymore. I guess when he did, he was really good at it, though. So more power to knowing that there's an issue and avoiding it. So, okay, guys. Again, Happy New Year, and I'm thankful for all the great friends and everything I've met through YouTube. It's absolutely an awesome experience of having so many fantastic friends and interacting with all you guys. So I just want to say thank you. You know, it's this last year has kind of sucked as far as health-wise go, but it sure makes it a lot easier having a whole bunch of great friends in your corner. So I say again, thank you and cheers to you guys, and we will see you tomorrow.